It is time for another edition of Litter Media Live on this May 7th, 2026. Today is the National Day of Prayer. And I got to kind of wrap things up as soon as I can because I got to get downtown.
Yes, you do.
It starts at noon today. So
less than an hour.
Yes. So
we can't have one of our long shows that we've been doing because last week we hit 50 minutes on an episode.
Was that my fault or?
Probably,
yeah.
Considering when you do it solo, you can go half an hour, and I never hit 20 minutes.
Well, I'm older, not wiser, but more experience of filling time. I guess might be one way of saying it.
Or flapping gums is another.
Yeah, we could say that too. We're going to see lots of sunshine today. In fact, you almost had to wear sunglasses today. Thursday's high temperatures will still only be in the mid-50s. The showers will start to move in tomorrow. It will warm up just a tad. We'll see a high about 61 degrees for Friday. And into the weekend, we'll start with some showers early on Saturday, then maybe a little bit of sunshine, but there's a chance of rain every day right through next Wednesday. And for Mother's Day, a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of rain, and 65. Mom always likes to have a little rain, right?
I suppose. My mom will be working on this Mother's Day, so we have to
is that right?
do our plans next week.
Mm-hmm. Happy Mother's Day to you there, Mama Glandon.
Did you forget her name? It's Amy.
Amy.
Yeah.
I didn't forget her name.
All right. What's next?
I don't know. You're running the show.
Coming up next, we'll take a look at news, followed by sports and this state and history, all up ahead on this edition of Litter Media Live.
Doing what we can to prepare him for working solo tomorrow. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
You'll find all of what we're going to talk about today on littermedia.com in some way or another, based on our YouTube feed right there on the homepage and our social media sites in the upper right-hand corner. You can find everything we do on littermedia.com.
It's a pretty informative website, I think.
I think so, too.
Got a lot of stuff on there. In news today, coming up this Saturday, is the International Letter Carriers Stamp Out Hunger campaign. Leanne Wheeler, representative of the Letter Carriers Union, tells us about the campaign, and Andrea Williams tells us how the United Way of Ross County is helping out.
It's this Saturday, May 9th. We just are asking members of the community to put out non-perishable food items by their mailbox so that their letter carriers and our volunteers can collect it up.
our role in Chillicothe is to bring volunteers. Not only are the letter carriers delivering the mail, but they're also attempting to pick up packages of food, which are much needed in the community. And so our role is to support them through this effort, and volunteers will pick up the food. We've asked our volunteers to arrive at the United Way office, 69 East Water Street, around noon. And then that gives the letter carriers some time to see, what are we up against? What type of collections are we doing? So then Leanne's going to communicate with me, and then we're asking for a noon to roughly 4 or 5 p.m. commitment. But even if someone can only participate for a couple hours or even 1 hour on Saturday, we welcome that.
And if you want to participate, you can help out by being a volunteer, or you can also donate the food and leave that out. Now, this is a mailer that I got down at my house for the Pike County mail carriers, but it's the same thing all across the nation. And one of the suggestions that Leanne gave us in our talk yesterday, she said, if you got that mailer, take it and kind of tape it to or staple it to the bag of food that you want to donate, so that they will know that it's that and not a Walmart delivery of groceries.
Yeah, if you're setting food out, make sure that it's clear you want it to be taken and it's not an Instacart delivery or something like that.
I got to believe, though, if there's like 5 bags of food on the porch, it's probably a delivery.
Probably.
It would be my guess.
Yeah.
But if you want to help out as a volunteer, they say that meet at the United Way office before noon, and then from noon until 5, some of the volunteers will go out and follow some of the mail carriers, and others will go to the U.S. Postal Service right there in downtown Chillicothe, and they will accept your donation. So if you've got canned goods and non-perishable food items, even ramen noodles, they will take that. And all of that food collected in Ross County is distributed to food pantries in Ross County.
Yeah.
So thank you for your help in advance.
Absolutely. Today is National Day of Prayer, in the Ross County chapter held a morning prayer this morning at 6:30 at Grandview Cemetery. And the main event is going to take place in front of the Ross County Courthouse in about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And you'll be down there.
I'm planning on covering it for us, of course, but, and if possible, I'll try and carry it on our Facebook page. So we may try and do a Facebook Live. Depends on how quickly I can get set up and everything. So very much looking forward to that event. Yesterday, the Ross County Humane Society has begun moving into its new, nearly $4 million facility. Executive Director Jen Thomas gave the Litter Media cameras a walkthrough of the new digs for dogs. They've been closed to the public this week and may still be next week as they finalize the move. The dogs have been moved in, and the dog warden and staff have settled into their new offices, too. They've got plenty of room in there. And there's Sugardale. We were just talking about Sugardale. Sugardale's been at the Humane Society for quite a while. Here is the Fuster Family Surgery Suite. This is what that donation of $60,000 has provided, along with a lot of the equipment and things of that sort. Plus, they will have 2 student veterinarians in there. And Jen pointed this out to me later. She said, we found this monument, and they think it's from the very first building that was out where the Humane Society is now.
That's pretty neat.
So that is pretty cool. You'll be able to watch this interview this afternoon on YouTube?
Yes, you will.
Okay. This Saturday from 9 until 1, they'll be opening the doors for a yard sale. Now, that's the doors to the old building. And I got news for you. You don't want to go in the old building. They're not going to keep the old building. They're going to tear it down. But there's things in there that are available for you. If you want to give them a good price, they'll say sold. And then all that money will stay right here to help take care of the dogs as well. So she said there's things like sinks, toilet items, and that sort of thing. They're literally getting rid of everything in there. There are some kennels. Those are going to be sold separately to somebody else, I guess. But again, it all goes back to the Humane Society to care for the dogs. So if you can help out, this Saturday is your day. Come with some dollars in your hand and some tools, too, in case you have to dismantle something.
Yeah.
Because they are going to level that building. They just don't have a date as to when that's going to be done, at least not as when we talked yesterday.
Right. I was so engrossed in listening to you talk that I forgot that I had a story coming up. I'm sorry about that.
You're next.
The Fairfield County Foundation's Board of Trustees and the Youth Advisory Committee of 2025-26 have awarded grants totaling $20,210 from the George and Dolly L. Zimpher Memorial Fund to 11 organizations to benefit youth in Fairfield County. The Fairfield County Foundation Youth Advisory Committee was established in 2018 to empower Fairfield County high school students through leadership and community service. The committee, which changes each year, is made up of juniors and seniors from across the county, and the 2025-26 committee consists of 19 students from 9 Fairfield County high schools.
Very nice. How about this for a teacher? Malachi Pulliam, the guy on the right, there's Cole Miller, our very first Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Year, presented by Homeland Credit Union. But Kai is the track coach at Payne Valley, and he's also a counselor and coach through the Payne Valley's local schools, receiving a full scholarship to pursue an advanced degree thanks to an anonymous gift to the Foundation for Appalachian Ohio, and a new partnership with American College of Education. With his ACE scholarship, Pulliam is pursuing a master's degree in educational leadership. Kai serves on the board of Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio, connecting local youth and mentors, involving middle and high school students in programming and boosting fundraisers as well. So hats off to Kai, and Kai's a good guy. It really is, and we wish him well in this new endeavor of focusing on a master's degree. Never done it myself, but I know that it takes time, focus, and being an older student, you start paying a little more attention to where your dollars go. Well, now here he's got this big scholarship, so congratulations to Kai Pulliam.
Absolutely. On Saturday in Circleville, a historical marker will be dedicated at A&W Marion State Park at the Memorial to Marion. It's part of the Arts Around event featuring an outdoor art gallery, live music, and local vendors, all centered around experiencing art in a natural setting.
And this is
Just a couple years.
This is naturalist Riley Santini that I spoke with just a couple of weeks ago for this event.
So just a couple years ago in 2024, we celebrated our 75th anniversary for the state parks and our Ohio Department of Natural Resources. He was a Pickaway County native, and he was recognized for all the good that he did, especially in the development of the Ohio Department of Natural Resources. So the state park here, which was formerly Hargis Lake State Park, was renamed after him.
Mm-hmm. There's camping here.
Absolutely.
You can kayak out here. Electric motors
only. Mm-hmm. So it's a great spot for fishing. I really enjoy doing kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding here at the park. It's a perfect little quiet area with a lot of different little inlets to explore. Mm-hmm. I definitely have had a good time kayaking out here.
Riley says they've even planned for a watercolor painting session using water from Hargis Lake instead of tap water. Mm-hmm. That event begins at 12 p.m. with the marker dedication and runs through 4 p.m.
She's the naturalist not only for this A&W Marion State Park, but also Deer Creek State Park. So you might see her at both locations doing all sorts of programs with the kids and activities and things too. Shawnee Lanes is under new ownership. Next Frame LLC has purchased the bowling center. In their post on Facebook, the new ownership is honored to carry the legacy forward and keep the spirit of Shawnee Lanes where it belongs, as a place of joy, connection, family tradition, and community for Chillicothe. We'll keep Shawnee Lanes' name, support our staff, protect our leagues, and continue building a place people are proud to call their home, a bowling center. So congratulations to Dakota Tackett. He has been involved with, now he's involved with the ownership apparently, but he was involved with pin setting, fixing all that. I think his father was a part of it too. And congratulations to them. And these are people that have a heart for the bowling center. And I know they'll keep it going because it's in their blood. Yeah, it really is. So congratulations. And it's generated a lot of conversation on our Facebook page. So thanks again for those who've been talking about Shawnee Lanes in a good way.
Yeah. Also, this Saturday, the Ross County Heritage Center is hosting its Archaeology Day, a hands-on experience that brings the past to life right here in Ohio's first capital. You'll see fascinating artifacts to interactive activities, the perfect outing for curious minds of all ages. Discover the stories buried beneath your feet and see how archaeology helps uncover the rich history of Ross County from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Ross County Heritage Center.
Isn't that kind of neat? I like that little phrase, the stuff underneath your feet there.
Yeah,
Who'd have thought
cool.
we'd be standing on history, right?
Yeah.
Wherever we trod.
And don't forget that before this will be the Do No Harm grave marker restorations in the morning with the DAR.
Over at Green Lawn Cemetery.
Yes.
So you want to participate in that. Don't forget also on Saturday, Rhythm Smith, a show presented by this guy here, Chillicothe native Jeffrey Wills. He also has a partner in this production. They will take the stage of the Majestic Theater Saturday night at 7 p.m. The concert features jazz, pop, and rock music combined with video. It's I saw a little clip on this when we were doing the interview with him, and it looks like a fascinating show, like something you might see at Cedar Point or someplace like that. Proceeds supporting Hope Clinic of Ross County. So if you want to get your tickets, those are available at Majestic Theater.
MajesticChillicothe.net.
Thank you. I was about to say that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me double check.
It is MajesticTheater.net, and you'll be able to get your tickets there through Hometown Ticketing. You'll find the interview with Wills on our YouTube channel as well.
Yes. Saturday, there's a lot going on Saturday.
There is.
It's going to be a great day.
Mother's Day weekend, buddy.
Yeah.
Hold on tight.
We're also we're punishing our friend for March Madness on Saturday.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
A quick explanation as to what you're talking about there.
Every year I have two friends that we all do a March Madness group together, and we decide on a punishment for the loser before we start. Mm-hmm. And this year our punishment was the loser has to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House, but every waffle they eat is an hour off their time. Now, I do have a development in this story.
Really?
Our friend who lost was in the lead for most of the tournament, and he had no problem with the punishment until he ended up losing. And so my other friend and I have cooked up something that is going to be worse for him but take less time, because that was his complaint. He doesn't want to spend all that time in a Waffle House. So we're going to make him do a shorter punishment, but listen up, buddy. It's going to be way worse. You're going to regret your decision.
And 24 waffles is a very doable thing in less than 24 hours. I mean, you could do that in an hour.
I don't think you could, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see you try that.
I was in a pancake eating contest during St. Patrick's Day at Dublin for their Dublin Irish Festival. And I think, was it 16 pancakes that I put away myself?
How big were they?
Oh, pancakes stacked about this high. You can do it. It can be done.
Well,
your buddy is a wimp.
I agree. That's why we're making him do something worse.
Okay.
And he doesn't know what's coming.
Oh, I got you.
It's a surprise to him.
48 waffles in 24 hours.
No. It's going to be a 3-hour punishment for him.
Oh boy. This could be horrible.
I'll tell you off air what we're going to make him do.
Okay. And maybe you can fill the viewers in next week.
Yeah.
After your
I'll take some video of him and I'll share it on the show.
Let's hope you don't end up in a jail somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, coming up in a moment, we will take a look at sports. We have some champions to share with you. That's all just ahead. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. When it comes to being comfortable in your home or in your place of business, or if you're starting a new business and you're looking for someone to put in the ventilation, this is the group you want to contact. In fact, I happened to see their vans were out around the armory the other day, so they're working on all that in the Chillicothe Armory, part of the restoration project that's going on in Yaktangi Park. You'll find Accurate vehicles all over. They've got a big fleet. If you want to find out more about what they do, simply click on this ad at littermedia.com, and it takes you to their website. It's accuratehvac.com.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance, on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old. Time for sports, and we begin with our high school roundup on the Haynes Total Health Care Center High School scoreboard, available at littermedia.com. Lancaster claimed a share of the OCC Buckeye Baseball Championship with a win over Reynoldsburg last night. Newark is a half game back after beating Tays Valley. The Vikings made it close, 2-1 the final. St. Trace finishes the SVC on a 13-game conference winning streak. 13-1, they lost their first game to Adena, but then won everything else the rest of the way. Ironton and Portsmouth finished co-champs of the Ohio Valley Conference. On the tennis court, Waverly's Carson Nybert won the SOC Singles Championship, beating Wheelersburg's Cody Evans last night in Portsmouth. Nybert defeated Wheelersburg's Cody Evans with their finishes. Both are all SOC. Doubles teams of Berg's Brady Schomburg and I lost another name.
Portsmouth Clays.
No, I've got Portsmouth. Yeah, I put Portsmouth Clay in the wrong spot. Brady Schomburg and Mason Billiter. They played against Jason Wang and Taylor Culbertson of Portsmouth Clay. They're also all SOC. Still waiting for, looks like I might have it here. And Culbertson and Wang won in straight sets. So congratulations to Culbertson and Wang from Portsmouth Clay coming up with the championship there in doubles in the SOC. Now, the Mid-State League boys tennis title went to Wellington School. This is a combined of Buckeye and Cardinal tennis teams. Logan Elm placed second, followed by Fisher Catholic, Bloom Carroll, Circleville, and Hamilton Township. Player of the year is Abbott Arthur from Wellington School. His coach is Coach of the Year, Thomas Haddow. Arthur's teammates Connor Cuttress, Will Myers, and Ranveer Varma, they are on the first team, along with Logan Elms, Mason Wolf, and Zach Spees, Sean Michaels from Fisher Catholic, and Circleville's Will Flory. All congratulations to them. Fairfield Union alumnus Chase Lipscomb had an outstanding freshman year with Shawnee State. How much better can it get than being named Track Athlete of the Year? That's pretty awesome. He, too, is a former Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week presented by Homeland Credit Union. Congratulations. He is named the River State Conference Track Athlete of the Year. And if I remember correctly, he made it over hurdles really easily and quite quickly.
Hurdles are something that when you watch a good hurdler, it's insane.
Oh, yeah.
They move like dolphins out there or something like that.
Well, now you say that, and dolphins usually have this little...
Yeah, that's
that.
what I mean.
The good hurdlers are the ones who you can hardly see them lift. It's like they just pop
like a
over
gazelle.
It. Yeah, they just pop right over it without making this arching.
Yeah.
Because that's what gives you the speed to get through there. I could never do the hurdles. Hurdles are just out of my ability.
I tried to do hurdles, and I was very bad at it.
Remember, we've got these all-weather tracks around here. Back when I was in high school, we still had cinder tracks. And hurdles created some scuff marks on my knees with long-lasting impact of having cinder in my knees as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That goes along with that carbonite that I got in there or graphite from a buddy with a pencil.
Yeah, carbonite's from Star Wars.
Yes.
So. The Reds have rallied for 4 runs in the top of the 9th last night to take a 6-4 lead, but Chicago tied it in the 9th and then won their 3rd straight in the series in walk-off fashion with bases loaded. 7-6 was the final score. The Reds' losing skid is now 6 straight. This time last week, the Reds were atop the NL Central, but now they're tied for last in the division with Pittsburgh.
The team that swept them to start this trip.
Yeah, they'll finish the 4-game set in Chicago this afternoon and then head home to host the Astros this weekend.
Now, allow me to interject here.
And I have an interjection when you're done.
Hudson Ward, our good friend Hudson Ward, a longtime Pittsburgh fan, goes to the Reds Business Day special this past Thursday, just a week ago. He posts on Facebook, "This team is so fun to watch. I am now a Reds fan for the rest of the year." The Reds have not won since he made that Facebook post.
See, I have a different person to blame.
Is that right?
And it's Mike Smith. He texted a group chat of my family on April 30th, and he said, "I couldn't believe this when I saw it. The Cincinnati Reds have achieved 20 wins before May 1st for the first time in franchise history in 2026, finishing April with a 20-11 record following a 6-4 victory over Colorado Rockies, blah, blah, blah."
I have long time said Mike Smith can be a wet blanket, and he certainly has put out the wonderful fire that the Reds had going.
Thanks, Mike.
We still love you, Mike, though.
We do.
The Guardians were 3-2 winners last night in Kansas City. They'll wrap up that set in KC this afternoon, then return back to Cleveland for a weekend set with the Twins.
And Detroit leaves the Cavaliers 1-0. Game 2 is going to be at 7 p.m. tonight in Detroit.
Mm-hmm. We're going to wrap things up here pretty quick.
We do.
Right?
That's why I cut you off earlier. You were talking and I jumped to the next story.
All right, coming up, this date in history and our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. Details next.
But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. You can find out more at litterpropane.com.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Is it time for this date in history?
It's time for our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week.
I couldn't remember. I've been in and out for several weeks on Thursday, and I've lost an idea of how we run the show. So let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. If you've got a pet to tell us about, we ask that you send us an email to littermedia@gmail.com for your nomination. Send a photo in and tell us about your pet as well. Now, this week's pet I happen to have personal knowledge of. This is Lincoln.
Look at those eyes.
Yes, Lincoln is 13 years old. He is a beagle, and in fact, he lives right across the branch from where I reside. I've known Lincoln almost his entire life. What a wonderful dog. He is simply fantastic. At 13 years old, that would make him how old in dog years?
Ooh, what's 13 times 7? Hang on. 121. No, that's not right. Hang on. It was 70 plus 91. He's 91 years old.
Are you sure?
Yes, because it's 70 plus 21, because that's 10 times 7 and 3 times 7.
Oh, I'm glad your Adina math was almost like my Tees Valley math. But here he is. He is still as spry as can be and jumps up and down, loves on everything that he sees, and his nose does not find a smell that he does not want to track.
Yeah, I bet.
The beagle nose has so many sensory glands inside of it, and they just, if their feet are moving, they're following where their nose is leading, certainly. So congratulations to Lincoln, our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. Again, if you have a pet you would like to nominate, send that to littermedia@gmail.com. At the end of the year, we will have a Pet of the Year, and they'll win a nice prize from Petland. All right, time for this date in history. We go back to 1867. Alfred Nobel, the Swedish chemist, patents dynamite in England. It's a blast. The first of 3 patents he receives for the explosive material.
Now, Alfred Nobel, does that name sound familiar to you?
He's the guy that the Nobel Prize is named after.
And he invented dynamite. And then he turned his life around and came up with the Nobel Prize, including the Nobel Peace Prize. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a real-life Tony Stark story.
And JJ from the Good Times show from the 1970s would say, dynamite. That was his catchphrase, dynamite.
All right.
Yeah. You didn't
I'll pretend like I got that reference.
You missed out on the 70s, man. Yeah. All right. What do we have in the way of national days?
Barrier Awareness Day, Packaging Design Day, Paste Up Day, Roast Leg of Lamb Day, Tourism Day, World Password Day, and of course, National Day of Prayer.
Yes, which is where I'm headed.
Yes.
So going downtown, he'll have your news on littermedia.com and on Litter Media Radio as well. So thank you for watching this edition of Litter Media Live. Back at it tomorrow. He's solo. I'm down at Western Schools with the kids doing STEAM Day tomorrow. It's going to be a big day.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't rain.
So I'll see you guys tomorrow.